If you love your food like I do, then you have to admit it's a really exciting time to be living in Adelaide. There's been a couple of big players that have opened up new restaurants here over the past couple of months. So now I've had a chance to settle in, I thought I'd come check them out. And the first stop is right here, Jamie's Italian.
Step inside this historic old bank building on King William Street and you'll be impressed by the spectacular new fit-out. Where bank tellers once stood, Adelaide diners now sit, taking in the buzz of international food guru Jamie Oliver's newest addition to his culinary stable. Jamie's Italian is a feast for the senses, with delicious smells coming from the open kitchen and all sorts of visual temptations hanging at the antipasto bar.
The philosophy of Jamie's Italian is if it's a 14-year-old on their first date or a 95th birthday party, it's accessible for everyone. It's rustic Italian, it's fun, it's got Jamie's twists. At the end of the day, it's simple, nutritious, really healthy food, executed with beautiful rural produce.
Executive chef David Clark tells me that there are now more than 40 Jamie's Italian restaurants around the world. This is the fourth to open in Australia and it's already attracting plenty of attention.
I think Italian food is something that South Australians already love. So what to you makes good Italian food?
Simple. It's about the core ingredients. I've been starting with the South Australian produce around here, the seafoods, the breads, the meats, the wines, the beers, the ciders. That just to start with is probably enough just to end that conversation right there. But it has to be simple and it has to be fun.
Now, you won't find pizza on the menu here, so jump in and try something new. I love the antipasto planks, perfect for sharing and grazing. But that other Italian classic does feature in a big way.
We make 100% of the pasta in Jamie's Italian every day. Most of the time we make the pasta, it's actually getting run straight to the kitchen. That's how fresh it is.
If you can, try and keep a bit of room for dessert, a range of tried and true favourites with the Jamie Oliver twist. And how's this for a cool idea? The kids menu is displayed via that old retro classic, the Viewfinder. Remember them? So if you'd like to see all of this for yourself, you can simply make a booking or walk in. They generally only book about a third of the restaurant, so the option is always there to pop in, put your name down and have a drink at the bar while you wait. Oh, and one last thing, if you do visit, you've got to go downstairs.
Now, it's not something I normally talk about, but these bathrooms are actually built in the old bank vault. It's really something you've got to check out.
Yes, it's a little bit Maxwell smart, but it's a very clever way to retain and celebrate the heritage of this beautiful old Adelaide building. Our new Adelaide Oval has certainly been attracting a lot of attention. And on the eastern flank, you'll find a high-end restaurant that's also making its mark. Hill of Grace, of course, is the famous Barossa Shiraz, produced by the Henschke family. The marriage of this iconic wine label with the hallowed turf of the Oval is proving to be a perfect partnership. Since Hill of Grace opened its doors, diners have been treated to a sophisticated fine dining experience using the very best South Australian produce. It's an international culinary journey which draws on head chef Dennis Leslie's Filipino heritage.
The Philippines were inhabited by a whole heap of different nationalities, from the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Americans, the Chinese. So there's lots of different ethnic backgrounds in all the food, not only just in the way they live, but also in the way they cook their food. So it's a little bit of a borrowed technique, borrowed sort of cooking with ingredients and making it the Filipino way. So yeah, it's kind of like a true melting pot, really.
This venue operates as part of the Audi Stadium Club on cricket and footy days, but on non-event days, Hill of Grace is open to the public for Friday lunch and dinner Tuesday to Saturday. Choose between an a la carte menu or go all out with an indulgent degustation. 8 stunning courses with matching Henschke wines.
Here you'll also find a priceless collection of the famous Hill of Grace Shiraz. It's the only complete set anywhere in the world, and it dates from 1958 to the current release. It's really impressive.
And if you'd like to taste a glass of Hill of Grace, or even some back vintage wines, you can purchase your preference from a state-of-the-art wine dispenser. And as for bottles, well, the wine list with more than 160 drops on offer is a stunning showcase of South Australia's very best.
it's pretty unique at Adelaide Oval because in the Hill of Grace you get to sit here and enjoy Henschke wines. You get to sit by the window and have a view that's totally different from all other restaurants and look into the hallowed ground of Adelaide Oval.
Yes, this is a famous venue for memorable moments. So for a fine dining experience you won't forget, I'd say definitely put Hill of Grace on the list for that next special occasion.
So if you're a food lover, a wine lover, or a sport lover, you've got all bases covered.
Yes, absolutely.